Now, how about them damn Celtics?
All right, we're back with another Boston Celtics video. Today, we're talking about training camp. Training camp's right around the corner. Chris Forsberg recently had an article of some of the guys we should be looking out for as training camp is ready to get underway. Him and the NBC Sports Boston crew, each picked some guys that they think people should be watching as training camp does start going. And so we're just going to read, take a look at the picks, give our thoughts, and go from there.
It should be a big season of learning. I think for everybody, there's a lot of new faces in town, as the article lays out so aptly. With that being said, like the rookies are obviously like a thing that people are going to gravitate towards. There's always like a certain amount of buzz that come along with rookies, like the potential, all of those things. But in my opinion, I think Minot is one of the more intriguing guys to me. Hasn't really gotten much of an opportunity in Minnesota. There are going to be extra minutes at the forward spot with Tatum not being on the team this year and also Georges Niang not surviving the summer. I think it might be him. Like, still relatively young, probably has something to prove after signing a minimum deal after his first NBA contract, relatively young still. Yeah, why not? Like, good size, good length. Very interesting, I guess, prospect, if you want to call him a prospect. These
Definitely.
guys have something to prove. They have like a little extra to me. The rookies might not have that same hunger just yet.
We'll see. Here it is. They call it the ramp to camp. Um, we'll start with Darren Hartwell, who is the editor over at NBC Sports. He says Hugo Gonzalez. I mean, pretty straightforward pick, but only 19 years old. No, he might not see extensive playing time, but the opportunity for minutes certainly is there in the gap year. Developing Gonzalez into a full-time rotation player should be one of Boston's top goals over the next few seasons. I don't fully disagree with that. I don't think it's good to rush Hugo Gonzalez. I don't think that's what Darren is saying here, but I think if we learned one thing from summer league, it is that Hugo Gonzalez might need some time, and so I don't know if trying to like push him to compete for a rotation spot this year is going to be a realistic goal.
He may be a late March, early April guy. Get a good look at Ugo then. Get some time
Maybe,
up in Maine first to get his
yeah.
bearings a little bit in the States, and then when they feel he's ready, they kind of. It's weird because it's not the same as MLB, but it kind of is. Where like you call him up and decide he's ready to play a little bit of
Hmm.
rotational minutes. Yeah, but
Definitely.
Ugo's a weird case, isn't he? Because going into the draft, we knew nothing about him. We did a billion prospect videos. We didn't look at him. We looked at everybody else in that range except for Ugo. His stats were very misleading because he didn't play very much at Real Madrid last year with all of the talent on the team. And then going into Summer League, the lack of hype heading into the draft was completely dialed to the opposite degree to 10. It was like, this kid's going to be incredible. Everybody says he plays so hard. And then Summer League comes, and I think we all ended up landing in the correct place, which is like, yeah, there's something there. He plays hard. People like that, but he's going to have to find some NBA level skills offensively to really fit into a rotation down the line.
Yeah, I just think he needs time. The hustle's there, the intangibles are there. I understand why the Celtics picked him, but it's definitely more of a project. And I guess that's kind of the thing at 29 or 28, pick whatever in the draft. Michael Hurley, the web producer, says, "Do you take NA for an answer?" Kidding. Again, also says Ugo. If I'd be surprised if anybody turns out to be a Derek White type diamond in the rough, then I'm still not convinced Simons will play for the Celtics. Fair. Sean McGuire does say Anthony Simons. I'm expecting Anthony Simons to be tasked with leading the second unit, and I'm excited to see how the veteran guard does in that role. Average more than 32 minutes per game in each of the last 3 seasons is a proven score. Given the C's need to make up for some of the scoring they lost, he feels like he could be a crucial piece, especially if he shoots 8 or 9 3-pointers a game like he did in each of the last 3 campaigns with Portland. I think this is a perfect role for Anthony Simons. I'm curious to see how it works defensively. For what it's worth, I do think he has the tools to be a good defender. I think if you put him in the right spots, he should be able to play fine team defense. I just don't think he's shown it yet. And I think this sort of bench role, probably not 32 minutes a game, maybe more like 28, 30, is going to be good for him.
Yeah, and he really is the forgotten piece in all of this because a lot of people have punted on him actually being on the team long term, short term. We didn't think he was going to make it through the summer. We're less than a month away from training camp and media day, and it seems like he's going to be there. We're going to get to see him in the flesh with the number 4 jersey on. He'll talk to the media and probably play preseason, play regular season until maybe they trade him at the deadline. He definitely is an intriguing piece. I just don't think we have all given it. Well, we have more so in the last month, but like there was a long period where we gave it no thought. Like, oh, he's just not going to be on the team. His fit here could be really interesting, and he could be an X Factor type guy in this season, where if he plays well and fits in and accepts whatever role they give him, then he could be great, and the Celtics could really benefit from the extra scoring.
For sure. Josh Canu also says Hugo Gonzalez haven't been in position the last few years to work a rookie into a sensible role. But Ugo could carve out some consistent minutes if he proves it. Surprised they brought him over right away, but it's an indication they feel he's ready to contribute. So let the hype train leave the station. Max Letterman says first thing sticks is the name Ugo Gonzalez because of his draft pedigree and psychomotor, but why not? Mine not. Josh Minot, not a great shooter and played 463 minutes his first 3 seasons in the NBA, but he has the potential to be an impact wing defender and flash playmaking juice during his lone college season at Memphis. His nickname is also Lawnmower, so I can't wait to hear what Drew Carter cooks up for him this season. I like Josh Minot. I think he's a really good defender. I think you could play some intriguing lineups with him as like the help over defender at the rim. I think he's flashed some impressive shot blocking. I don't think the 3-point shot is there, but if you can find this sort of off-ball cutter role for him on that side, I think you could roll out some interesting lineups.
Yeah, and like the minutes should be there. There should be some opportunity for him, depending on what they do with Sam Hauser. Like we've speculated on whether or not Hauser will be the starter this year in Tatum's place and so on. If he is, there's going to be wing minutes off the bench, and that could really help him have the best runway to getting real comfortable in the NBA, I guess. Like that is the thing. You have this is one of the guys that actually can benefit from the gap here. Like I think a lot of the way people are thinking about Ugo may actually apply to Josh Minot.
Yeah, I agree. I'm excited for Josh Minot. Kevin Miller says Hugo Gonzalez, effort and tenacity, Bucride plays are super young, needs seasoning. Love his upside as a glue guy and a difference maker. And then Adam Hart says Chris Boucher, offseason of attrition in the front court. Can Boucher be more than a bench guy? I like Boucher a lot. I think he's exactly what the Celtics center room needed. I think having a guy who can maybe be the break glass in case of emergency if Nemi and or Garza and or Amari Williams or Tillman or whoever isn't having the best game, having a guy who he can play is important. And I think Boucher will also let Joe Mazzulla play some of those double big lineups that he wants to play.
Might have forgot Chris Boucher was on the team for a little bit there. Really bad by me. It just happened and we all talked about it and then we just completely forgot. What a great pull.
It's been a long summer. Shout out Chris Boucher.
He should be an interesting fit though. Like
he'll be a big piece.
He'll be an interesting look. He's the person that will be competing with Sam Hauser for a potential starting 4 spot.
Or Nemi.
And if he doesn't get it, then he should get some time off the bench too to be like a unique big man. The Celtics don't really have anybody else that's going to shoot threes unless Nemi keeps trying like he does in Eurobasket.
I think the best Celtics lineup this season is going to be Peyton Pritchard, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, Sam Hauser, Chris Boucher. I think when we look back, like when we get to like January, February, March, everyone's going to be looking at it like, wow, to get this lineup on the floor, we need to win some minutes. And I think it's going to be that one. So we'll see what happens. Let us know what you guys think. Who are you most excited about? I think Josh Minot and some of the rookies, Max Shulga, Murray Williams, obviously are going to be the most intriguing. RJ Lewis, who we literally haven't seen yet, will be fun to see in Celtics green as well. Let us know. Comment down below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll let Sam take it up.
Hey, thank you very much for listening and watching. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know who you're most excited to see this upcoming season. Should be a lot of opportunities to see, guys, to the very least. Lots of opportunities to see us if you subscribe. We're here every single day. Full pods drop Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, game recaps morning after each game, and other videos like these are up in between to keep you up to date with all things Celtics. You can find the two of us on Spotify and Apple too. All pods and recaps are there, so if you just want those, follow. They will go right to your feed. Leave a 5-star review. We'd appreciate that very, very much. You can email us, hbtcpod@gmail.com. Read them every single time we do the show, except for last time. hbtcpod@gmail.com. Our socials are at How About Them C's for Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Facebook's the name of the podcast. All streams are there. They're on YouTube. They're on Twitter. Jack's Twitter's Jack's One NBA. Mine's at Sam LaFrance NBA. That's it for us.
Taco. Come on.
Tackles. Taco's having some fun here.
That is bogus! These guys are ridiculous!